What's up, guys? Brendan back again today with another Clone Wars reaction on the channel. Today we're reacting to Season 7, Episode 9, Old Friends Not Forgotten. And this is the first episode of the Siege of Mandalore arc, which is also the final arc in the Clone Wars ever. So, a lot of hype around this. I'm very excited. I'd also like to quickly apologize for last episode, the last reaction, where that last reaction, I mumbled my words so badly in that one, honestly. There's like one point in that video where I really badly mumbled my words. I couldn't even understand what I was saying in that one part. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, it was just, like, I talk fast sometimes, and I was talking fast bad a lot in that last reaction. Like, there's parts where I had to put subtitles in. I'll try better to, like, not mumble my words so that you can understand me better in this reaction. So, yeah. Anyways, that out of the way. Like I said, the final arc of the Clone Wars, so there's a lot of hype around this. We've heard about the Siege of Mandalore for a long time now. They've referenced it in Rebels, in The Mandalorian, so there's a lot of hype around this, so I'm very excited. I cannot wait. This is just... I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this arc, honestly. I can't wait to watch it. And what's interesting about this arc also is that it's going to be taking place during Revenge of the Sith. So, oops. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. It's going to be really cool to see. It's going to be interesting for me also because I'm planning on doing a chronological binge of Star Wars again, a chronological marathon binge of Star Wars. And it's going to be interesting to try and figure out how to watch Revenge of the Sith and this season, this arc of the Clone Wars. Like, okay, when do I pause the movie then jump into an episode? That's going to be interesting to find out, you know? Yeah. But there's a lot of things to expect from this arc, though. A lot of cool things. One thing that I don't want to waste too much time, but a couple things I want to expect from this arc is one thing I hope to see in this arc that I think they have to do is they have to show a scene of Coruscant being invaded and Grievous and Dooku kidnapping Palpatine, which will lead into the opening of Revenge of the Sith. I think they have to do that. I would love to see that because the original Clone Wars series did that and they did it very well. So I would love to see a version of that in canon. That'd be great. Like I think we have to see it. They can't not show it, but I'll be shocked if they don't. But so there's that. Another thing we have to see in this arc is that we also need to see Rex, Wolf, and Gregor. Specifically Rex. Like we have to see them take the control chips out of their head and make them do Order 66 because at this point we don't know what caused them to take their chips out yet. Like I for sure thought that Rex would take his chip out during the Bad Batch arc because with how Echo had all those machine parts in his head now, and like there's no way the chip in his head was not messed with. So I was thinking maybe he finds out about it and tells Rex, but he didn't. So yeah. But I mean, Rex still has precedence to take the chip out because of vibes from last season when how he almost managed to tell Rex and Anakin about the chips in their head, in the clones' heads, but then he got killed, sadly. So he has precedent to take it out. So we'll see how that goes. As for the other clones like Wolf, it's gonna be interesting to see why he takes his chip out. He was part of Plo Koon's Legion of Clones. He didn't kill Plo Koon in the movie. He's like it was some other clone. We know that. But it's gonna be interesting to see what caused him to take his chip out of his head and like how he reacts to his clone battalion killing his Jedi general. So that's gonna be interesting. And Gregor is the more interesting one also because at this point in time he's still considered dead. I'm pretty sure because where we last saw him in season 5, he was sacrificing himself to save. It was in the D Squad arc with all those droids, with all the astromech droids and like stuff. And he sacrificed himself, like, he got caught in this big explosion battling battle droids to make sure they could escape properly. And at this point in time, we're not sure if he's still considered dead, but we know he's alive because he shows back up in Rebels, so we all thought he died in an episode, but he didn't because he was in Rebels. So I want to know how he gets back to Coruscant also, because, like, presumably his armor probably protected him from that explosion, and probably, the armor probably got damage beyond repair, which is why we don't see his armor at all in Rebels. So there's that, and it probably also made him go. It probably also messed with his head because he was a little bit nuts in Rebels. So that's probably that, and maybe that's why he takes the chip out of his head because he goes a little bit nuts and finds out about it somehow. So he takes it out. So yeah, that's one thing I expect we have to see in this arc, the clone we have to see the clones take those chips out of their heads, and a bunch of other things that I expect to see, like Ursa Wren was in the last 2 episodes, and if she's in this, there's no way we can't see a Sabine cameo. Like I found out like in the last reaction that, or I looked up before then that Sabine was born 2 years prior to like this storyline, so she's alive right now. She's a baby, but still she's alive. So like I really expect there to be a Sabine cameo, because like in Rebels, Sabine was like one of my favorite characters, probably my favorite character. So I would love seeing a cameo by her, even if it's just her as a toddler. That would still be cool. I expect a couple of cameos in this arc, honestly, like stuff like Gar Saxon, who was a loyalist to Darth Maul, who was in the Son of Dathomir comic book, and he was also in Rebels, and he joined the Empire later on. I don't know if he was created in Rebels first, and then they added him to the Son of Dathomir comic, or he was in those unfinished Clone Wars scripts first, and then they brought him back for Rebels. Probably the second one, I said. I expect also cameos from the Mandalorian, possibly, because Dave Filoni said that Moff Gideon from the Mandalorian was present on Mandalore during this, so we could see him. Maybe even Din Djarin, the Mandalorian himself, because Death Watch took him in, so we could see him. Or they're not Death Watch anymore, but still, we could see him too, possibly. Yeah, and we know from the trailers, also from the trailer, that Kanan Jarrus, or Caleb Doom is what he was known as back then, that he cameos in the show. It's just gonna be a real quick cameo, honestly. It won't be anything big. Like, he'll probably have 1 or 2 lines of dialogue, and probably his master Deepa Billaba will probably have 1 line of dialogue as well, or 2, because around this time the Kanan comic book's happening. So yeah, I don't really expect much that big of a role from Kanan. It's gonna be like a quick cameo. That's it. Which I don't mind it. That will still be really cool seeing Kanan. So yeah. Without further ado, I think I wasted enough time already on you guys. I've now been recording 7 minutes. Okay, that took longer than I thought. This is a lot I had to say. So anyway, so yes, let's start the beginning of the end of the Clone Wars. You guys ready? Ahsoka, Yoda, they ready? Oh, they ready. They got the lightsabers out. They're like ready. So, thank God. Let's just start this, shall we? Old friends, not forgotten. Hey guys, so I forgot to mention in the video that before this episode came out, I read the Darth Maul Son of Dathomir comic book, which is based on an unproduced episode of the Clone Wars, which was going to explain what happened to Darth Maul. It explained what happened to Darth Maul in between the last time we saw him in Season 5 and this season, because of course the last time we saw him before this episode was, of course, the Sidious was basically tormenting him and was going to take him somewhere and had some other use for him and blah blah and stuff like that. If you were confused at all with this episode a bit, I'd recommend reading that comic, or at least watching a video online talk about what happens in the comics, because it does give context for this storyline with Maul. So I recommend doing that, and it's also a good book. So yeah, I recommend doing that. Read it, or just try and find a video about it online. So yeah, that's it. So now let's get into the reaction. Whoa, what's this? This is different. The hell is this? Okay, Star Wars Clone Wars. It's the original music, also the main theme. And it's red like Darth Maul, that's cool. Oh, part 1. Old friends not forgotten. Oh, this is a big deal. Damn.
Led by the evil droid General Grievous.
Oh,
the public forces are pushed to the
his
brink.
model looks great
In
now.
response to this overwhelming attack,
Kanan.
the Jedi Council has dispatched its generals, sending them far from the core worlds to bolster the beleaguered clones. Take cover! Take cover!
Damn, man, that was A.S. Secure on that. That's the same planet she was on during Revenge of the Sith when she dies. Oh damn, we're getting right into the thick of it now. We're so close to the movie. Oh, damn. That made me sad, because I'm like, damn, Cody's gonna try and kill Obi-Wan afterwards.
Cody, get down!
Oh, this is a longer episode. It's like 28, 29 minutes, I think.
Anakin, where are you? I'm right here. What are you doing down there? We are taking
It's like,
cover.
yeah.
Now get down.
You're not serious. There's only 1,000 droids down there tops.
I know better than to try and stop you. What's your plan this time?
Stay here.
Interesting.
One target approaching. Can't hit it. Identify target.
Look at this guy just walking.
Fire.
I have come to surrender.
Surrender? That's a relief. Notify the tactical droid.
Your forces fought valiantly, and I must admit that we are overmatched by your superior firepower.
Because he wasn't in Bad Batch, I just remember that.
How much longer we stuck down here? Great. I'll tell the boys. All right, men. Hang in there a little longer. Yes, sir.
Now or two.
Oh, there's that music kicking in. Yeah, here we go. This is awesome. Well, I'm gonna be careful with this footage, so I might get copyright for this music. Oh shit! Look at this. Man, this is already off to a great start. This is awesome.
We've received a transmission from someone using your subspace frequency, Fulcrum.
Saw Guerrero.
Perhaps the siege at Onderon has taken a turn for the worse.
No,
Fulcrum.
sir. It's not Guerrero. You had best take this transmission here on the ship.
So,
Both of you.
Fulcrum, that's awesome. Ahsoka, like Rebels.
Hello, Master. It's been a while.
Oh damn.
Lady Bo-Katan and I have located the renegade Sith Lord Maul. And if we move swiftly, we believe we can capture him.
Oh damn. Music swelled fast. R2's excited to see her.
Ahsoka, I'm so glad.
We'll have to catch up another time.
Oh, he's sad right now a little bit.
What do you want from the Republic?
I don't have the numbers needed for a siege. Without a complete lockdown of the city, Maul will escape again.
If Republic forces aid you in your assault, it will break treaties that are 100 years old. We will effectively be drawn into yet another war.
What's one more?
Ooh.
He murdered their ruler. My sister. I thought she meant something to you.
Oh damn.
She did. And still does. But I cannot allow my feelings to cloud my judgment. The Council will decide what our course of action will be.
They shouldn't salute me anymore. Not since I left the Order.
It doesn't matter to them. It's a sign of respect. Loyalty means everything to the clones.
Nice. He got them assembled quite fast.
As soon as Rex and the guys knew you were back, they got to work.
Glad to have you back, Commander.
Rex, thank you. But you don't have to call me Commander anymore.
Sure thing, Commander.
The attack on Mandalore was approved.
No, it's Coruscant. Grievous has attacked the capital.
What about the Chancellor?
Shock T has been sent to protect him, but Master Windu has lost contact with her.
You're going to abandon Bo-Katan and her people?
Ahsoka, surely you understand. This is a pivotal moment in the Clone Wars. The heart of the Republic is under attack.
I understand that as usual you're playing politics.
I'll divide the 501st. Make a new division under Ahsoka's command. We'll promote Rex to commander and have him lead the new division. Ahsoka can go with him as an advisor. What do you say?
Throwing Captain Rex to
I
Commander
accept.
Rex. Nice.
That is, if Obi-Wan agrees.
Come on, Obi-Wan. You know you want to agree to it.
Very well.
Damn.
May the Force be with you.
Thanks for the support. As always.
That's what friends are for.
Oh,
If you're gonna face Maul, you'll need
he's
these.
gonna become Vader soon. Jesus. lightsabers. Oh yeah, it's her both her original lightsabers.
Careful. They're good as new.
But they're blue now.
Maybe a little better.
So what happened to her original kyber crystals then?
Good luck.
Aww. No, I was gonna say, in the original Clone Wars cartoon, Shakti was protecting the Chancellor then as well, so that's a reference to that. So we're not gonna get to see that then?
Saxon, prepare our forces for an all-out attack. Rook, inform the Syndicate of the invasion.
Yeah, I knew it. Gar Saxon. There he is. Yeah. Don't the clones have jetpacks too?
Sorry, I didn't think to bring you a jetpack.
Don't need one. Race you to the surface.
Oh, Rex is loving this. Oh, that music again. Nice.
Thanks, Commander.
This is much more tragic, seeing her like save the clones while... Oh god.
Beat you.
Some things never change.
Yeah. Oh, there's Gar Saxon. With his shield.
Commander X, this is CTO 292. I think we have something.
I'll be right there, Captain.
Oh my god. Oh, did he shoot him in the crotch? Got very Boba Fett feel to it. Just because it's green.
He wanted you to bring the Jedi here, but you brought the wrong one.
Oh.
You're walking into a trap. Ahsoka!
Oh no. Yeah, he won Obi-Wan here. Oh dang. Oh, her entire squadron just getting taken out.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Oh jeez. It's Maul.
I was hoping for Kenobi. Why are you here?
Oh damn. I didn't want to be over. No, I want more. I don't want to be done. Damn. Wow, that ended, it didn't even end the same way as it usually does. Oh my. That was... Damn, that was great. That was really good. That was awesome. Donald Faison played one of the tactical droids. He was the voice of Hype Faison from Resistance. That's cool. Yeah, and Ray Stevenson came back to do Gar Saxon. Nice. Oh damn, that was great. That was a great first episode. That was just great. That was awesome. I am a little disappointed that we're not gonna get to see this. We're not gonna get to see the battle on Coruscant. That I really wish we got to see that in canon. Because that would have been awesome to see. But I think like we can just count we can just count the Battle of Coruscant that happened during the original Clone Wars as canon then, because I don't know, I will at least, because they reference it a little bit by saying that Shakti was protecting the Chancellor, so that's the same as that, so that's pretty cool. That brief shot we got of Grievous though, his mom looked great. That looked great. Yeah. I'm actually shocked if that was the cameo of Kanan. Like, I was completely wrong. I thought he actually at least had one speaking line in it, but apparently not, so... Yeah, it's still cool that he got some kind of screen time at all. I got a cameo, but... Yeah, it would be nice to have at least one line of dialogue. He might still, who knows. So that's cool. But yeah, this episode was great. I think overall it's a 9 out of 10 for me this episode. The problem I had were mostly just like that stuff, like the quick Kanan cameo and not seeing the Battle of Coruscant. But episode's like fantastic overall. Like they're really letting you know that this is the final. This is the end of the Clone Wars. Like, just how it starts and how it ends. It's not like how it traditionally goes. Like, it started with like the Lucasfilm kind of logo, and then was like a red Clone Wars logo like Maul. And they did that back in season 5 or 4 when Maul showed up. But they played the traditional Star Wars music at the start of it, so they're letting you know it's a big deal. Like, and how they said part 1 like that. Damn, that's interesting. There was no Jedi fortune cookie at the beginning, right? Yeah, there is no Jedi fortune cookie. Yeah, that's interesting. There was no Jedi fortune cookie. Interesting. Yeah, this is much different from the rest of the series. Yeah, like this, they're letting you know this is different. Yeah, this is a longer episode though. This is longer than all the other episodes this season so far. It's like, or maybe it's not, but it felt longer definitely. Yeah, damn. That opening fight sequence with Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Rex, and then like that was a great opening sequence to see. It was nice seeing Cody like at least one more time before we get into Ren's tip, because you know he betrays them. Man, this was, I didn't actually think we were gonna like really jump into the siege that quickly, because man, because there's a bunch of other stuff that we know from the trailer that we haven't seen, and like there's stuff like there's like one scene I know where Ahsoka's traveling through hyperspace, but I want to know if it's like after the siege. I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about yet from the trailer, so we haven't seen. So I'm really curious to see how this siege is gonna go. It's very interesting. So yeah, and all those interactions with like Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka, and Bo-Katan was great. Like seeing how like it's interesting to know how like seeing Obi-Wan how much he is towards the Jedi Code, which we always know Obi-Wan is like very much stands for the Jedi Code and the honor of it. But even though like I said in season 5 of the Clone Wars, he like when Duchess Satine sent a message to the Republic saying that she needs help, the Republic couldn't send anyone to help them, but Obi-Wan then chose to go by himself to help out. So like, which that is very much against the orders, and like that was an Anakin move. That's like not an Obi-Wan move. And then he even went as far as like even like knows about Anakin and Padme, which we learned earlier back in episode 2 of the season. Like, so like we know he's keeping that a secret. So it's interesting to see like some stuff he does do against like regulation of the order, but then there's stuff he still does fall. Like he won't even risk like going to Mandalore to like won't even, and like what's the word I'm looking for? Won't even, like, he knows that the order won't approve the mission. He won't even choose himself to go to the order, go to the plan himself, and it's nice. It's really cool. And that scene of like him and Ahsoka like having it out, like her like just giving it to him about how the Jedi, a lot of people lost faith in the Jedi, referring to of course back with Rafa and Trace, like that was a cool scene to see Ahsoka just like stand up to him and be like, yeah, this is what's happening. So that was cool. And like he kind of realized, Obi-Wan himself kind of realizing like, yeah, okay, like he kind of had this look like, okay, yeah, I think he had that kind of look. He had that look like, yeah, she's kind of making a point here. So well, that was cool. Rex now being a command under that's cool. That's excited to see that now. But it's interesting because like, no. Okay, never mind. For a second I thought he said in like, in Rebels he said, I thought he said in Rebels there was a line he said where he was like, you call me Captain or Sir. But no, that's a line from way earlier in the Clone Wars. No. That's cool how he's a commander, so now I think he outranks Wolf and Gregor. No, Gregor was a commander too. I think Wolf was too also, so I mean, they're on the same rank then. So that's nice, that's really cool to see. Yeah, but all the action episode was like top notch, great. It was all just such fantastic action, and the animation was just on point. Like, it's great. Like it's also sad watching. Like they're really they're laying into you, letting you know like this is the end. Like you were saying, like I said, we saw Ayla Secure on that planet. She was on doing Revenge of the Sith. We saw all those scenes of the clones being so respectful to the Jedi and Ahsoka. Just really hammers home how they're about to betray them all. Like they're going to betray them all soon. That's really interesting. Man, I'm interested in seeing where the rest of this goes. Then, like, I'm super excited. Like, we're already That was already a great first episode. Like, damn, that was awesome. Yeah, this is great. So at least one of my things came true. Like I knew Gar Saxon was going to appear in this. My other two things though didn't come true. We're not going to see the Battle of Coruscant, or Kanan didn't get any line dialogue. But you never know. I'll just say the one from the original Clone Wars counts as canon, for me at least. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing where this goes now and seeing what kind of crossover we'll see from Revenge of the Sith, because we know there is some crossover from the film because of the scene in the trailer of Mace Windu and Yoda, which is like them saying dialogue, which is like an exact dialogue they say in the movie. So, in a scene, so like we already know we're gonna see an animated version of one scene from the movie at least, or from a different perspective at least. So it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering if we're gonna see like a version of, if we're gonna see Order 66 in this show, like an animated form, and they might show like other Jedi getting killed by the Order. Like we could see like Quinlan the Boss maybe like show some people like that who we didn't see in the film get killed. Oh, that could be cool. They could even show a scene of like Luminara, because we know she died, but the Empire would use her body as kind of like a lure for Jedi to try and capture them. It's like they did that later on in Rebels, where they used her dead body and like Kanan sensed it and they kind of lured. I don't know, they announced that they had her prisoner, which they lied, which lured Kanan to their facility to try and kill him. So I don't know. I'm going on for a while right now. There's a lot to expect here. I just can't wait for next week. I really cannot wait. So yeah, tell me in the comments down below, what did you think of this episode? I thought it was 9 out of 10. It was almost perfect, basically. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later for next week's episode. So stay tuned. Bye. Hey, if you like that video, guess what? YouTube picked out a video just for you on the left. Or, if you want to take my advice, watch the most recent video on the right. Thanks for watching.